Hello, what little people watch my videos on YouTube. I'm here today just to make sure my account doesn't get deleted. I've heard in the past that people who don't post enough videos after a while will get their account deleted, so this is a video, and hopefully of more coming up. Um, just let you know what's going on in my life. Reason I haven't posted in a while is because I've been busy. I got a new job, actually, two the past year. I had to quit one early last year. I had to quit my other one late last year because it wasn't paying enough, and I just got a new job early this year. So I've been really busy with that, and I just really haven't had a lot of time to record. So today, on one of my days off, I'm gonna just do a video for y'all. And basically, this is a review on this, the Nerf longstrike CS6. Now, from some of my other videos, this is kind of way out of the blue. Why am I doing a review on a Nerf gun? Well, for New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve, me and my friends got together and we had a Nerf war. And I decided, I don't need a Nerf gun because everyone's gonna bring one. Well, I ended up borrowing one of the worst guns I've ever used for a Nerf war. And I have to say, I'm disappointed. It was the Nerf Deploy CS6. It was awkward to use. The only good part about it was it did transform. That was kind of cool. But the range was terrible. Just felt overly. It just was kind of short, awkward. So I decided for the next Nerf war, I'm gonna get my own gun. And I looked online to see which one was the best one for the best price. And I wasn't kind of impressed because from some of my other videos, you'll see I'm a recon. I've always loved being recon and stuff like that in my game videos, such as Battlefield 3 and what we did on Battlefield 3 last night. So I looked at the Nerf reconnaissance guns, reconnaissance, I guess you could call it. And the one that came up the most popular was the Longshot, which came out in around early 2000s, I believe. I don't remember all the exact details, but I learned that they're not being made anymore. So I'm like, dang it, I had one of those when I was a kid. Why can't I get one anymore? Well, if you look on Amazon, the lowest priced one's going for around $79 to $100. I don't want to pay that much for a Nerf gun. So I looked at the next best thing, which was this one, which came out around 2008. They're actually not being made anymore from what I have read. And luckily I found one on Amazon.com. It was $33. It was from the warehouse. It was used, but I do have to say I would not have bought it from anywhere else used because, frankly, I trust Amazon, and they came through multiple times. Haven't had any problems with them. I recommend Amazon.com highly. Well, enough talking. Let's go into the details. This gun stock is basically as good as the Nerf CS6 Recon. You know, the little yellow one with all those attachments and whatnot. And frankly, I was not impressed. The gun has potential, but stock not good. So I decided to mod it. Now, I've seen quite a few mods by watching videos, looking at reviews, instructions, and many other things. And frankly, trying to put multiple mods in this gun could be dangerous. So I started with the one that everyone recommends, which is removing the air restrictor. Now that wasn't very hard to do. It took about 20 minutes to do so, just because I was being careful, make sure I didn't break anything. And once completed, the air restrictor was gone. It is a lot more accurate. But I will tell you this: even though it goes further, the dart goes further and is more accurate, the plunger tube will slam into the barrel a lot harder. You know when you cock like a Nerf gun and you blank fire it and it has like a dull hum at the very end? May just be my hearing of it, but with the air restrictor gone, all you hear is a slam. And I'll do an example. It's a lot louder than a normal Nerf gun. Now, the way to prevent this from getting damaged from the plunger slamming hard up to the front is to put padding at the end of the plunger tube. So what I did is I just got a little floor disc. I'll go get one to show you. If I can find it, here it is. It's a little It's these things you put on the chairs to prevent it from skidding off the floor. It's got a soft side and then a foam side. So what I did is I basically just cut a circle out, and I put it over the plunger tube, and I just basically cut around it until it fit inside. Just tap it all the way down at the end, and there's your padding. Now, I haven't done a lot of rigorous testing on this because this is my first Nerf gun. I don't want to ruin it before I even get to a Nerf war. So after my first Nerf war, I'll let you know what happens to it, how it holds up. But as for now, for some small testing, it did really well. The range that it got is twice the power and accuracy of a stock version, and I have to say it is quite impressive. I also modified the darts because the stock darts were starting to get a little torn up. This is a Nerf streamlined dart, the typical orange head. Now, what I did here, as you can see, there's a little straw on the inside of there. Basically, all you have to do is just stick a straw in there, cut off the rest of it, just take it out with a pair of needle nose pliers or whatever you got lying around, and you put a little bit of hot glue on there and you just put it back in. It'll give it some extra support when it's in the chamber. Now what I also did at the top, you see right there, is I put some hot glue on the inside. Makes it a lot sturdier, and it'll give a little harder impact. Now I have tested these on myself, so they don't hurt too much from the original Nerf darts. So I would not recommend shooting this at the face because, just from experience, they hurt alone without being modified. I don't think I want to feel this hitting my face. Now let's go on to the cosmetics. The gun just looks amazing. I mean, even without the accessories. You got this awesome digital blue camo. It's hard to see with the camera, but up close you can see all that digital blue camo on there. It looks really nice. I have actually not seen a Nerf gun before like this with the camouflage on it, besides the Raider and the Retaliator. Now let's go on to the accessories. The stock. One big issue I had with this, it is not removable without modding it. Now this is the simplest mod you could easily do. Now if you got, just say, a utility knife and it's got a little file on it, all you have to do is file the edges down to where it looks like a V or close resemblance of a V, because in these it's got straight going down and up. When you put it in, it'll lock it in place and you can't pull it back out. When you shave those down, you can easily put it in. It won't come out. You can just pop it right back out. Easy. And that was the first thing I did. Now, for some of you who do recon, you know sight is everything, but the sight that comes with this gun is terrible. It's a little flip-up sight, doesn't do anything. So what I decided to do is, because we play in the dark most of the time, I turned the sight into a little compartment to hold a flashlight. Now this is not much, it's a single LED flashlight, but it is very bright. And the battery I have never changed. It has lasted me about 2.5 years on a single battery. That's impressive. Now, let's go ahead and put this gun together, show you what it looks like with everything on it. There it is. The longstrike. It is a little bit over 3 feet. It is Nerf's longest gun, and I have to say I do love the feel of it. The front is a little wobbly on the attachment, but it's not going anywhere. It locks in place very well. Now, because this was used, there was a little wear. You can see a little signs of wear, but nothing too dramatic. With the bolt in. Get that in there. The first time you do remove this bolt, if you're going to mod it, be aware that after you pull it out, it could be easier to come off, so that can be an issue if you don't fix it. If you want it to stay on there permanently, you can put some hot glue on the end of it and then put it back in. It may help for it to stick in there, but this is the part that comes off. If something happens in the game and you go like, whoops, pull a little bit too hard, it can pop off. Luckily, it is large enough to not miss. So, if you have issues with that, just put a little hot glue on the tip there of the priming pin, just pop it back in there. Now, there are four tactical rails on this gun. One near the front by the stock sight, one after the jam door, one on the accessory, and one on the underside. Now, I prefer to put this part on the underside because it's going to keep out of the way and I can still use the stock sights. So it looks like that. Yes. So whenever you're in battle, you can just pop up, turn it on, you're back in the game, turn it back off. Easy as that. Now, you can get these little flashlights, they're by Husky. You can probably find it in any Walmart or Target. I don't know, they may not make it anymore, I don't know. But any little flashlight will do, just as long as you are able to take out the backside and put a battery in. Now, let's go into the details of the internals. When I took this gun apart, it is the first Nerf gun I've ever modded. In fact, it's the first any gun I've ever modded. And I would recommend for anyone who's looking into modding Nerf guns, have a lot of reference, because every part in here has a place, and if it's not in there correctly, it will not work. I found that out very fast. Luckily, I had many videos. I have a lot of knowledge from videos, instructions, manuals, and reviews to get me through this. I know almost every part in here, maybe not by name, but I know exactly where everything goes and how it goes in there. Very important that you put it all back in there correctly. So what I recommend you do, if you're going to mod a gun, when you first open it, take a picture. You will need it. Take multiple pictures if you have to. And if you really want to be sure that you know where everything goes, set up a little camera right next to you looking down at the internals as you're taking it apart, so you know where every single thing goes. And just to basically end the video, the gun works great modded. I'm going to do some more rigorous testing on it. It gets about, well, the stock gun gets about roughly 30 to 25 feet. The modded version with the air restrictor removed and the plunger padded, it can get up to about 50 to 55 feet on a good day. And that's about it. Hope to see you on my next video. I'm hoping it's either going to be a new series I'm going to start. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I just thought of it today, and I'm going to get with my friend on it. The next one might be a Nerf war, actually. Me and my friends are still planning those, so keep a lookout for the future. See you later.